This here is spot one, and this is the KOA journey outside of Grand Island, Nebraska. And if you notice spot one, this is a pull-through. Has a nice little area here with a fire pit and picnic table and such. So spot one's really nice, and this is site 16, and this is another one of the premium sites, but this looks almost to be permanent, or at least long-term. They do have what's called long-term rentals here. I'm not sure exactly how long that is. This is site 17, 18, and 19. This is our site, which is site 2. And there is gravel on the roads, but when it rains, it can get pretty wet and moist, so you want to be aware of that. This is site 3, and it's very hard to park. Normally we're parked right here in the front. You can see our treads, but that's the front part where we had parked. So site 4, site 5, and then site 19, 20, 21, 22, this site 6, 7, and 8, and here's 22, 23, 24, and 25. One thing you'll notice on these is that it has a little arrow, so it shows where site 9 is, and then if you look over here, site 10. So this is site 9. So this is site 9, 10, site 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. This is site 11, 12, and 13. Again, you can see some of these are pretty, they've been here quite a while. This here is site 13, site 14, site 15. And site 15 you can see is in the end here. So, this is the dog park, and it's not too bad, but you know, we're always very particular when it comes to picking up dog waste, obviously. There's another garbage down on this end, and there's also a dump out with water. So this site 45. Like I said, you can see a lot of these are very long term. 44, 43, 42, 41. Now these are a little shorter. They're not pull-through, they're back ends because they back up to a cabin. This is 35, 34, 33, 32, and then you can see the cabins that are located here. So cabin 1, this side is what they call the south side of their campground. Over here you can see there's some tent areas, and then these are all pull-throughs, and these open later in the season, so they said that these will open in May. So I mean, you can see right now there is one RV that's down here, but I believe he's there for maintenance. The other thing is they do have this is restrooms and showers, and they do have a pool. Again, early in the season, the pool is not open, so. And you can see 61, 62, 63, 4, 5, so on. And then you can see how there's not a lot of tree cover here. But some of these that are on the ends, like the ones down where that RV is sitting in the other end, including this one over here, this has an entire patio with a gazebo and a cement slab that runs the length of the RV where the RV would be. And this is a pretty long RV spot, so. Over here next to the main office is tent areas, picnic tables and fire pits. They told us we can't burn nothing right now because of it's dry, so there's some fire pits in the tent areas. You can see 1057 and 1056. This is the back side of the shop. You have ice vending here, and then we have a laundry facility and 3 washers. Looks like 4 dryers. And they range in price from $175 for the wash and $150 for the drying. Hello.
Hi, what are you?
Good.
They can't charge. He's got, he's filming.
I got a meeting in an hour. Nice talking to you.
You too. Because he left that card, you know, he didn't want it.
So this is the office, main office of the KOA, and over here they have a big jump thing. This is the entryway where you pull in to register. They have a big jumbo jumper, it's called, and it runs air and it blows in there, and it's like a big trampoline, but we're a bounce house with no house. They do have a playground area, a little swing here to watch, and a bike rack over here. So, pretty nice little playground for kids. So, and you can see how this is laid out. One of the things that we noted is that if you notice how the distance in between is almost as wide as the actual parking area, but a lot of these campgrounds, what we've noticed and what you'll experience is they were built for smaller campers like this with no slide outs. And so when you have no slide out, it fits perfectly and you do have more room. But when you have a big 40-foot fifth wheel with a slide out on each side, you can see how it really starts to crowd your neighbors or crowd the campground. But it's just how the campgrounds were designed, and these bigger RVs really take up quite a bit of room, and you have to account for that. And it's just one of the things that you can expect when you hit campgrounds that are smaller. So still not too bad. We got enough room for the dog pen, chairs, picnic table and such. So that's what we'll notice.
Tanks full where he's empty.